Thank you to PlayStation for sponsoring this video. If you're new and diving into Ghost of Yotei for the first time, you're probably already hooked by that massive open world and all the action. But hear me out and trust me, there are a few things the game doesn't spell out for you, especially in those early stages where it's the most fun. And missing just a few tricks can actually hold you back and keep you stuck in a story. So today, I'm breaking down 5 things Ghost of Yotei doesn't tell you, but you need to know to get ahead, especially in that story. No story spoilers, just pure gameplay secrets and tricks. So let's get right into it. When you start Ghost of Yotei, it throws a mountain of skill trees at you. Offense, assassination, range, survival, even unique weapon types. The first game was already stacked. But Ghost of Yotei, this game goes harder. One skill you absolutely have to grab early is chain assassination and assassination trust. Stealth feels incomplete without it. You'll be sneaking into those, enemy Yotei 6 camps. You will see 2 guards chilling next to each other. Stab the first one and the camera swings so you can take down the second one all in a single move. Silent, swift, all assassination like. But if you miss this skill, you stab the first one and you're suddenly spotted by the second one, the whole stealth plan goes out the window. And on top of that, you're going to be stuck either doing a standoff or you're going to have to run away. So please do not sleep on the chain assassination. Here's another bonus tip. Those disarm counters, those yellow gleaming glowing attacks, y'all remember that in the tutorial? There is a charm for that. It is called the disarm counter charm. If you do not have it, those yellow glowing enemy attacks will wreck you, especially if you are not ready. But with this charm, you just hold triangle and you release it before their move finishes. And this will change the fight and flip it into your favor. Next up, you need to seek out the local sensei ASAP. There are some things the game barely hints at, and that is each region, biome, or landmass, or whatever you want to call it, has a local sensei, and tracking them down leads you to new weapon types and some new skills. Basically swapping out the old stance system from Ghost of Tsushima. So your default katana stance only takes you so far in this game because these enemies mix it up and they are tough. So you have to expand your arsenal. You need to knock out some sensei side missions before you pick fights with Yotei 6 bosses or even some Ronins from the bounty board. More weapons equals way more ways to dominate each battle. And some of y'all might even ask me, which Yotei 6 member do I target after the snake? Me personally, I say go after the Oni because it offers some cool abilities and the story intro just sets the stage for the rest of the game. But the choice is super flexible. You can go fight whoever you want to. It depends on your playthrough and your journey. Early on, Atsu, she gets a wolf companion, and it's not just some cosmetic pet. It's an actual gameplay changer. The wolf pops up in clutch moments. I mean, the wolf pops up when you're dead and you're about to die and it goes gray. It comes and save you. On top of that, the wolf can join you during standoffs, or even when you throw a glass of sake at somebody, the wolf might spawn. So it brings an exclusive skill and an exclusive skill tree. So to power up your furry friend, you got to hunt down those wolf dens hidden in the world. You can buy those. You can buy at the cartographer where you buy maps, or you can just stumble upon it while you're driving around, riding around your horse, and you stumble upon some type of yellow bird that leads you to it. But you need to pay attention to this. If you look out for the twisted trees atop rocks, those are your markers for the wolf dens. If you trigger the wolf den event and invest those skill points, the mechanics stay mysterious at first, but amping and investing into that wolf is one of the most powerful upgrades you can grab. If you miss this, you're missing what I feel like is half the magic. You're missing half of yourself. You're missing half of Atsu in this game. This next one is kind of funny, and it might even sound basic, but throw everything, literally throw everything. Ghost of Yotei dials up the challenge, especially as you push past some of those early stages. The game gives you a wild array of tools, spears, swords, all on the ground, even sake jars everywhere. So when the combat gets hectic, you can scoop up anything you spot and toss it. You can use some blue glowing items for instant KOs against low level enemies. Those sake jars, you can throw them to set up distractions, or you can toss them mid fight for extra damage. You can even drink the sake, gain spirit, use the sake jar that you just drank out of, throw it at the enemy, and do some crazy move and all break their guard. So to me, Atsu is more assassin than samurai. But the perfect word for her is wanderer or survivalist, because it's like the game wants you to fight dirty and do anything you can and have to do to survive. Like, you have to use the whole environment. So resist the urge to play honorably. This is not Ghost of Tsushima. This is Ghost of Yotei. So spam those throw weapons for some real fun. And last but not least, cash in those bounties. Like, please do not miss out. The world in Ghost of Yotei is jam-packed with activities and distractions. You'll be driving and stumble upon some named bounty targets. You, of course, hopefully you're dropped them, and then you'll keep riding. But unless you go back to the town's bounty board and talk to the dude next to it, you'll miss out on some serious rewards. The game won't prompt you, and it's easy to forget. So every time you need to cash in, you can rack up some XP and even sometimes get special missions or unexpected follow-ups. So after every big fight or side quest, head back to the nearest bounty board and check for those payouts. You'll be surprised how often you're sitting on free rewards without even knowing it. If you haven't, chat, make sure you grab Ghost of Yotei today on PS5. The link is in the description. If you want to see some of these tips live, you can also hit up the link in my description below as well. I'll be live on Twitch. But if some of these tips actually saved you, it saved some headaches, you know. Also, if you ever want to see some of these tips in live action, I am streaming live on Twitch, thanks to PlayStation. But hopefully some of these tips saved you guys some early headaches. But also, if you got some tips for other people, drop those Ghost of Yotei secrets in the comments, those charms, those armors. Share anything wild that you found that the game doesn't explain. But also hit that like and sub button, and I will see you guys out there.